Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to WBS TV Auditorium. And viewers watching us from the comfort of your office, from your workplace, from the market, from your home as well, and wherever you are watching this program from, you're welcome to the Citizens Manifesto Amplified, our Uganda governance monitoring program. And this afternoon we are doing a concept of the launch of the midterm review of the NRM government manifesto. We're looking at the promises. We're looking at the areas that you and I will ask questions about. Ladies and gentlemen, this afternoon we have citizens, a spectrum of citizens representing different groups of citizens, regions, gender, to put questions, to put observations, to give accolades, to give barbs as well, and say, here we are. This is how well we've performed in a specific area of interest. Ladies and gentlemen, at this juncture, I would like to welcome the Executive Director of the Ngo Forum, Mr. Richard Wachirianga. Richard, you're welcome to do quick overview of the Citizens Manifesto and welcome remarks.
Honorable Banyanzashi, the Minister in charge of Economic Monitoring, the Chairperson of the Uganda Governance Monitoring Platform, my colleagues from civil society and other sectors of society, we thank you very much for coming this afternoon for this event. As you have heard, this event is the second monitoring or audit of the National Resistance Movement, which is the ruling party. Last year we did an audit, and this year we are doing an audit. This audit is part of the work that we do under the Citizen Manifesto process. And as all of you may know, the Citizen Manifesto in 2010 was a large-scale nationwide consultation that reached up to 6 million people all over this country, and asked them what they think would be the issues they would like their leaders to take forward as part of the 2011 campaigns. That process, when it ended, we went into the development of a follow-up program that focuses on how to continue monitoring those leaders to find out what they were doing and what is it that was important to them, to the people, and how they were dealing with it in their own work. So the Citizen Manifesto process in many ways has been a process of engaging with leadership, of making sure that the political party manifestos, and in this case the political party manifesto for the ruling party, is carefully followed up, and we can critically analyze and understand what is going on. There are many other things that we will be doing beyond this monitoring and audit process, which include things like the parliamentary watch, the follow-up on client charters at the local government level, and several dialogues, including neighborhood assemblies at the sub-county, conversations between leaders and citizens in different forums. But all those things are meant to make sure that there is a process of political accountability that allows citizens and leaders to interact on issues which they promise. The fundamental point why we think this audit process is important is because we want to make sure that people understand that politics needs to be issue-based. Uganda has gone through lots of different kinds of formulations, and one of the challenges that we've always had is that our politics goes down to personalities, and we even forget the manifestos that were written. So today we are giving you a very systematic empirical analysis of this NRM manifesto and how it is related to the Citizen Manifesto. We have done this through a nationwide survey which covered about 32 districts. We went to about 3,200 households, had about 1,280 people participating in different focus group discussions across the country, and about 300 key informants or opinion leaders from across the country. So in whole, there are about 5,000 people who directly participated in this process. So this survey process is not a simple one, it is a scientific one, it has depth and it has breadth. So ladies and gentlemen, I hope that in the discussions that we shall have this afternoon, you will be able to interact more with this report. But the idea for us is that when we launch this report, it should then be used by different people to discuss and see what progress has been made. The findings will be talked about by many other people, but we realize that yes, there are many things that are going on, but the ruling party is making some progress on some issues. About 17 of the commitments that are related to the Citizen Manifesto, there is progress. We see stagnation for about 24 and regression for about 9. The details will be communicated by my colleagues, but the idea here is for us to use this as a tool that will provide us later, after this launch, opportunity for citizens to work with their leaders in terms of building a process of accounting to each other. Accounting to each other because, yes, citizens do say something about what they expect their leaders to do, but we also know that as citizens we have responsibilities that we have to also fulfill if our leaders are to do something. We hope that this will also have an impact on things like the whole monetization of politics, because the reason why there is monetization of politics sometimes is because there are no people focusing on the issues. But when you have issues to discuss, sometimes money becomes secondary. So we hope that, ladies and gentlemen, this gives you an opportunity to get an insight in how, on what citizens should be discussing with their leaders. We thank the WBS and all the other partners that have worked with us on this, and we hope that you find it a fruitful and productive report. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Mr. Richard Sewachirianga. Officially to launch the report will be Honorable Banyanzachi. Initially I see it had been indicated that it would have been Honorable Frank Tumwebaze. I know that in our midst we have the government spokesman, Mr. Rofono Pondo. Welcome, OO. Therefore, several issues that will be raised. He is as well the official spokesman of the party, or the deputy spokesman of the NRM party, and therefore if particular issues are raised about the manifesto of his political party, he should be able to give those informed responses, as it were. Ladies and gentlemen, we have citizens' voices, and they'll be represented by different personas. Some of them are not on stage, some of them will join the stage later. We have Mr. Justice Mayambala. Justice Mayambala or Mr.? We have Justice Mayambala representing the youth. Welcome. We have Patrick Kaboyo, teachers. He's part of the Teachers Union. Recently they had their tools kept in the cupboard somewhere for the government failing to fulfill their deal with them. We have Evelyn Bukirwa representing women. Welcome, Evelyn. Alongside there we have Geoffrey Odong. Geoffrey Odong will be a regional representative from the Acholi region. We have Henry Acha. Henry should be still with the audience. Where? Henry will be joining. He will be giving us the feel from West Nile. We have Mr. George Kiprotich giving us the feel from Sebei. George is still seated among the audience, and we have Mr. John Seguja giving us the feel from Buganda. Ladies and gentlemen, we'll roll straight away. We said they have up to 4 minutes to give us the feel on the citizens' voices. We know the promises. Interestingly, we don't have anyone talking about the environment and other sectors, but we'll start with Evelyn. This has been an interesting week as we roll into this. A particular week in which we have had attention on maternal health. A particular week in which people have been asking questions on health and mothers particularly. We will start with the women's voice. Welcome, Evelyn.
Thank you. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Honorable Minister, leaders from civil society organizations, protocol observed. I'm called Evelyn. I work with Chiboga Ngo Forum. I'm here to present NRM performance on the perspective of women. And basically, I'm going to talk about two sectors. The performance of government in the health sector and agriculture, basically. How the NRM government has tried to benefit women in those two sectors of the economy. I'll start with health. Yes, we appreciate the government. It has tried to construct health units at various levels. We have district referral hospitals, we have national referral hospitals. It has constructed the health center for series, tools, and even we have village health teams at the L1 level. But when you look at the status of women, when you look at maternal and child health in particular, you find that very many women continue to die while giving birth. You find women giving birth in hospital corridors, and the reason is because the constructed units have not been equipped well to ensure that when a mother goes there, can be attended to. You know, what good is a health unit that doesn't have medicine? You know, we have structures. For example, where I come from, we have health structures at different levels, but the structures are not equipped. They have no drugs, they have no equipment like delivery bed. A mother goes there, there's no staff to attend to her, you know, such instances. And very many mothers have resorted now to giving birth with the help of traditional birth attendants. And in most cases, those traditional birth attendants are not well trained and adequately equipped in terms of skills to attend to such mothers that give birth. I happen to work in a pastoral community. I work in the areas of Chiboga, Chankwanzi. We have very many pastoral communities. When you look at the areas in Dwaniro, then you go to Ntunda, deep there in Chankwanzi, you find that mothers draw water from places that are used by animals, you know. We don't have water, clean water in rural areas. We have tapped water best in towns, town centers, but when you go deep in villages, there is no clean water. So you find a mother drawing water from a pond that was constructed to feed animals. This is what is happening where we come from. Then when you look at agriculture, yes, government has tried to do something because now we have NADS as a program that is initiated by government to benefit people, but mothers, rather women, have not benefited well, you know. Yes, they have been organized in groups to be able to access like seeds, animals, but in most cases the women that benefit is just a small proportion of the total number of women in the entire country. So in that case, in my own opinion, I feel yes, there has been something that government has tried to do, but government has not done enough to ensure that at least all women benefit from its programs. Then still in agriculture, there is a component of circles. These circles, the way they operate, have not benefited women. Why? Because